So the next minister election is finished, and we have a ton of new perks and new things to look at. First of all, we have a new and improved jail. We also have a judicial goon, and of course new ministers with new perks. So first of all, it looks like the winner of the election was the electoral goon, which actually isn't true. When we talk to this goon, they say, "What do you want? Confused goon has betrayed us all by removing Aura's work harder perk." If you want to speak to them, head to jail. Now move along if you don't want to end up in there as well. Now, for those of you who don't know, Confused Goon, I believe, is Squid Kid's alt account. And when Squid Kid was elected the first time round, he removed one of Aura's perks, which was the Minion Union. But now the Work Harder perk is actually disabled, which is monsters deal 10% more damage and have 10% more health. So, yeah, I mean, this is not a hugely annoying perk, but it is bad in a sense for everyone. So basically what Squid Kid's doing is removing all the bad perks, which is great for everyone else, but bad for him considering, well, he's ended up in jail on his alt account as well by what I can see. Like I said here, we have a new goon, and you can actually go ahead and vote for free. Vote to free the prisoners. You can change this vote at any time. And you can deny, which is vote against freeing the prisoners, but for the bribe to obviously deny it, will gain +5 magic fine for 2 hours. You can recast this vote after this effect expires. And I think everyone is going to choose this. Yeah. But as with the previous ministers, there's a ton of extra perks that we need to take a look at now. But just before we do, if you are planning on purchasing anything from the Hypixel store, make sure to use code NITROS as it gets yourself 5% off. If you watch the videos and you haven't subscribed, please make sure to do so. You should join the Discord server, it's linked in the description of this video, with for Slayers and Dungeon carries, so if you need carries or want to carry and make some coins, make sure to join. So, Fear 5S's Minister perks, let's see. Easy peasy, gain 10 bonus score on dungeon runs, brilliant, and also Marauder dungeon reward chests are 20% cheaper. Cool. I mean, we're basically just getting basically almost a 3 perk. We're getting a 2 perk poll. Interest perk is the mythological ritual. Minister Diana will sell the Griffin pet, which lets you find mythological creatures and tons of unique items. Dralius now has the perk Apocalypse perk as well, which is really cool. Activates all perks of another mayor every 18 Skyblock days for 6 hours. Crazy times. Of course, still keeping the stock exchange perk too. Candypat's perk is the Carnival. Lejimbo's perk is the Mining Fiesta. And Celestial Milk's perk is earn 25% more Slayer XP. Well, there is no better time to play Skyblock than there is right now. Right, so I have a dilemma. I have a bit of a dilemma. Of course, with this new goon here, basically, free the people in jail, vote to free the prisoners, you can change this vote at any time. Okay, cool. Now, I want to end up in jail because I need to test something. Because when talking to the electoral goon, it'll say if you want to speak to them, you'll need to head to jail. So if we want to speak to the confused goon, the person who won the election, then we'll need to go to jail. My dilemma is, what if I can't get out of jail? Because here it says vote to free the prisoners, not prisoner, prisoners. You can change this vote at any time. So if I go and hit a goon, am I going to end up in prison? And will it take people to actually vote to free everyone to actually get out? Is that how it works? Or is it just a time like last time? I'm going to investigate. I'm going to go to like Hub 1 or something. And if there's loads of people stuck in jail, then I guess we'll probably find out. Right, well, there's definitely people in jail. Now, I'm not sure if all of these perks are active yet because the Carnival isn't here. And also, a question I do have is this perk Apocalypse perk. How do we actually check on this? Like, who do we check who is active? Well, I guess this kind of explains it. Right? Kind of. Because we can see that we've got things like a bonus fishing festival coming up. Of course, we've got a lot of mining fiestas. They can't put us in jail for that long. Ah, yeah, only 5 minutes. Cool. Ah, yes, if you want to speak to the confused goon, go to jail. Now we can't speak to him. Cool. Well, it's got to be said, there's quite literally no better time to play Skyblock than right now. No matter what it is that you're doing on the game, you seem to just be better off. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at what some of these Minister perk actually means running alongside Aura's perks. Well, we've got increased RNG and gain 50% more skill XP, dungeon XP, and Slayer XP. So we've already got the Easy Peasy and also the Marauder perk from Dungeons. Couple that with 50% more dungeon XP. Yeah, that's kind of insane. It's just a better 3 perk poll. We've got the Mythological Ritual with increased RNG, which is great. Perk Apocalypse with 50% extra skill XP, dungeon XP, and Slayer XP, which is crazy. Of course, mining fiestas with everything going on too. And earning 25% more Slayer XP. Yeah. Not forgetting that there's already a 30% skill XP buff that's global on Skyblock until the end of December. Yeah, this could be even more insane than the last perks. And I assume in the coming days, maybe we'll see the same as what happened with the last ministers, where the top 3 ministers create their own item. We'll see. But anyway, that's going to be all for today. If you're enjoying Aura and all the ministers' perks, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.